Hey darlings, just an FYI, this is one of our earliest recordings and there's a slight issue with some of our audio, but the content is still amazing. So if you could push through, that would be amazing, and just know that all future episodes, this issue has been resolved.
Hi, I'm Tash.
And I'm T.
And we're here to talk to you about everything from life's little hiccups to the big things that you might be overthinking. And let's be real, it's probably not that deep, sis.
So grab your drink, get comfy, because we're giving it to you straight from the couch.
Hey, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of It's Not That Deep, Sis, with the darlings on the couch.
Darlings on the couch.
Why do I feel like I get really Texas when I say darlings?
We're the darlings on the couch.
What's the guy's name from Love on the Spectrum?
Tyler?
Yeah. I become Tyler from Love on the Spectrum. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, as always, before we get right into the episode, let's do our Today is Old.
Today is old. All right, well, I'm Tash, and mine's a really simple one, but it's really good, especially because Tiana and I are going traveling soon. I can't stop the Texas accent. Do you guys know, does everyone know that you actually have a converter on your iPhone calculator?
No.
Neither did I.
I didn't
so
know that.
I always download, when I go overseas, I download like an external app that will convert currency. So if something is £100, how much does that convert to in Australian dollars?
Yeah.
You can do it on your iPhone calculator now.
Right. Okay. What, is it through the calculator?
Yeah,
app?
it's literally just go into the calculator app. There's a little symbol, and it's your converter, and it's got all the different symbols of like different currencies, and you can just type it in, convert to whatever, like British pounds, euros, whatever you want to do, and it'll tell you what it is in Australian
that's
dollars.
super handy dandy.
I know, super handy dandy.
Wow, that's a good one. Good
Yeah.
tip. Good tip for the darlings.
Good tips.
Mine is not that cool. Yeah. Oh, so you can't really use it. Okay, cool.
Thanks.
But it was just a really interesting fact that I learned. It was just one of those super random ones. I can't stop rhyming.
I'm Texas, you're rhyming.
So the evening primrose, which is a type of flower, can detect the sound vibrations of bee wings and increase its nectar sugar in response.
Really?
How cool is that?
I think sometimes we forget that these things are living.
Yeah.
Living organisms?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just the way that they work together in nature.
Yeah.
Like the fact that like the bees need the nectar.
Yeah.
To
pollinate.
Yeah, to pollinate so that we can continue to live.
Yeah.
And the flower is just like, oh, you want a little bit of this?
Yeah, I can feel you can.
I just thought that was really cool.
Yeah, that is really cool. I love that. All right, so today we're going to share our top mental health tips and tricks and recommendations for self-care to help us become the best versions of ourselves.
Yes. And just a quick reminder, obviously we are not professionals. This is not
I am.
professional advice. If you are somebody or you know somebody that is struggling with depression or anxiety, we will put some helplines out in the description below.
Yeah.
A little bit of a myth buster to start us out with. So self-care isn't selfish, it's essential.
Preacher girl.
Self-care is a vital part of recharging and replenishing our energy, and allows us to refill our own cup so that we can show up more fully, not just for ourselves but also for others and the relationships that are around us. When we prioritize our well-being, we're better equipped to be the best versions of ourselves in our everyday life. So we're going to play a little fun game, super quick one, but it's the cap or fact in terms of whether this is
a myth or real. Yeah.
For mental health or
Love it.
and self-care. You have to spend money to practice self-care.
Cap
all the way.
all the way.
I think
I have no money to spend, so I have found money away.
Yeah, and I feel like honestly the majority of the things that we do to refill our cups and to practice self-care do not cost anything.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
Love it.
Saying no is a form of self-care.
Fact.
Self-care means avoiding all responsibilities until you feel better.
Cap.
Yeah, I know it can feel that saying no to everything and just shutting yourself off and going to sleep for 48 hours
is self-care, it ain't, baby girl.
No, it's not. And more likely or not, it's actually going to make you feel worse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it will. 100%. That's fact.
Facts.
That's a fact.
Japan has the highest reported use of self-care among the UK, US, and Australia.
Yeah, I'm going to say fact.
It is the fact.
Yeah, the Japanese rule.
Yeah, especially when it comes to this. So there's actually a cross-sectional study, which is self-care use patterns in UK, US, and Australia and Japan, where there was a multinational web-based survey which explored self-care habits across these 4 countries. The results showed that self-care was the most prevalent in Japan, which was 54.9%, and that was followed by the UK of 43.1%, the USA 42.5%, and Australia being the lowest at 40.4%.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I would have thought we would be higher.
So did I, especially considering how well balanced of a country we
Yeah,
are.
well, we think we are.
And the promotion as well and the supports that we get in comparison to
Yeah.
other countries in terms of mental health. You think that we would be higher up the chain there, but we're not. We are below USA. How crazy is that?
That's not good, guys.
Not good. We need to get it up.
Yeah.
So Japan's higher prevalence may reflect its strong cultural emphasis on well-being and mindfulness, which is rooted in their traditions like tea ceremonies, meditation, and their regular bathing rituals. The most common reason participants reported for practicing self-care was to manage my healthcare myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So interesting.
Yeah, really, really interesting.
Love it. So let's get into our top tips, tricks, and recommendations for managing our mental health.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. T money.
Okay.
What's your first one?
Get out for that damn fucking walk.
Okay. Less aggressive, please.
No.
No.
No, go if you are feeling a little bit off, go for a walk.
Do you know why walking is so good for you?
I do, but I want you to tell me.
Okay, so there's many reasons, but one that I recently found out is because when you walk, it uses the same part of your brain that allows you to overthink. So you physically cannot overthink when you walk.
Mm-hmm.
Did
I love
you know
that. Yes, I did know that.
Okay, sorry.
But I think it's a really important point. And also, I was so conscious of this the other day when I met up with a friend who's a new friend.
Yeah.
And so we're still on that stage of like we're getting to know each other. So it's a little bit awkward and stuff. And before we planned to go for a walk, but before we went for a walk, we went to go get a cup of coffee. And I noticed that when we were waiting for our coffees and we're sitting down waiting for our names to be called, it was a little bit awkies. But as soon as we started walking, the conversation started to flow. And it does. It makes it so much easier to not overthink about what you're saying.
And I wonder if it's also because you're doing it like, yes, that part, but also you're doing something. Like, do you find that it's easier to talk to people when driving too? Because there's already another activity happening.
Yeah.
It makes conversation easier.
Yeah, that's true.
Interesting.
It is very
Love
interesting.
it. Do you know that I did a colour walk the other day?
Oh, wow.
So I was listening to a podcast and I find that sometimes when I'm on my walk, I'll try, because like I'm sometimes can be quite time poor, I might do things on my walk that take me away from actually enjoying my walk. So I might catch up on responding to emails or responding to friends or whatever it might be. And then by half an hour into my walk, I'm like, I have not taken anything in. But I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about a colour walk. So on your walk, to stay more present, you pick a colour and you try and see how many. And I have done this walk, this same route for over a year. And when I did it, so I picked blue, and so I was looking for everything blue, and I couldn't believe how much stuff I'd never noticed on that walk before. It was really good.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. My first one is just as aggressive. Bitch, drink more water and eat your protein. I just find, so obviously drinking water is so, so important, but I feel like when you're fueling your body properly, your brain works so much better.
Yeah.
So I had a really shocking day at work the other day, and it was a combination of things, but the biggest part was I didn't eat breakfast, so I was really hungry. I hadn't had enough water, and so my brain genuinely could not function properly, and I just started to spiral.
Yeah.
So drink that fucking water and eat your fucking protein.
Love it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Okay, get yourself up and just do one thing, even if that's making your bed.
Yeah.
Especially if you wake up and you already feel like shit.
Yeah.
And I feel like everyone goes through this. You wake up and you're just like, can I just not even start my day? If you can get yourself up and just do one thing, I feel like that really helps set yourself up for the rest of the day.
Brush your teeth.
Yeah.
Wash your face. Take the dogs out.
Yeah.
Do something.
Just
get up.
something. Just get up.
Yeah, 100%. Being busy is not a badge of honor.
Yeah. Sorry.
Shh. People are sleeping.
Sorry.
It's not. You do not have to be busy all the time. Like when people are like, I'm just so busy. I'm like, cool. It's actually not a flex.
It's not a personality trait. And it's not cute.
Yeah, it should not be your entire personality.
Yeah.
Slow down. Take a breath. It is cool to be
well-rounded.
Yeah.
Have time for other things.
To be relaxed.
Yeah. I feel like I definitely had to learn.
Oh, I'm
learned to do
this is coming from a place of lessons.
Yeah, absolutely. Finding a workout regime that you enjoy. So I feel like people tend to, when they think I need to start working out, we can look at it from two different perspectives. So it can either come from a perspective of I want to work out because I want to benefit from some sort of physical benefit from it. So whether that be losing weight or toning up or whatever it may be, you might have a specific physique goal, and that they're all perfectly fine. Or it could come from a place of working out really helps with my mental health. It helps me de-stress. It helps me relax. Both, I feel like if you do one, you're going to get the other. So regardless,
it's a knock-on effect.
Yeah, it's a knock-on effect. So regardless of why you go into it, you're going to benefit from both.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that you need to go to the gym. A lot of people don't like going to the gym, and that's completely understandable. But it just means that you need to find something that works for you.
Yeah.
And again, going for a 5K walk will give you the exact same benefits.
100%, especially when you're talking about both, but especially when you're talking about your mental health.
Yeah.
And it's finding things that you can do consistently to better your mental health.
Yeah.
So if going and lifting weights at the gym, it might be good for your mental health. It's really good, obviously, for your physical health. But if you can't do it consistently, it's null and void.
Yeah.
Whereas if you love going to Pilates and you do that 4 days a week, you might take a little bit longer to get the physique goals, but your mental health's going to be great because you're consistently doing it.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously you're more likely to continue to want to do the thing if you find something that you actually genuinely enjoy.
Yeah, love it. Great tip. Practice gratitude. So I think that a lot of us, our default setting is negative. And sometimes, when you just wake up in the morning, you're like, I just fucking hate the world. Fucking hate you. I hate the way you look. Stop breathing. Stop breathing. If you look at me one more time. And I think sometimes it's, we have conversations with people and there's just, everything is so negative. And if you're that person or you're hanging out with that person, it is draining. And so I think it's really important to practice gratitude because gratitude allows the positives to come to the forefront of our mind. So when I go out on my little walk every day, I will think of all of the things that I'm grateful for. And sometimes they can be really little things. Sometimes they can be really big things. Sometimes they might be the same things over and over again. But what it's allowing to happen is the positivity to come to the forefront of my mind. And when we talk about mental health, mindset is so important.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can all do a little bit more with
Be a little bit more grateful.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
My next one is have a date with yourself at least once a month. So this can look like taking yourself out. So whether you're taking yourself out for dinner or just going to your local cafe and reading a book and having a cup of coffee, just slowing down. Or it can look like having a date at home with yourself. So romanticize it, like light some candles, get some takeaway Indian food, open a bottle of wine. Whatever it is, but make a conscious effort for actually setting it out in your diary and going, okay, on the 24th of May, I'm going to set 2 hours out of my night or my day, and I'm going to take that intentional time to actually be with myself and really appreciate myself and being in my own.
Yeah.
And it doesn't need to be sitting down and doing your finances or anything like that. It can literally just be being present with with you.
Yeah, 100%. It could be reading your book. It could be doing paint by numbers. It could be playing a card game, whatever it might be.
Whatever it might be.
Yeah.
But just making it intentional.
And we're so good at setting our time away for our partners and our friends and our family. Why would we not do that for ourselves?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Love it. Do things that aren't do things that aren't passive. So sometimes and Tiana and I have talked about this before, is when we think of relaxing and practicing self-care, sometimes the things that we choose to do are actually inhibiting that and doing the opposite. So we might go, okay, well, if I sit down and I get to just doom scroll for a little bit, I'm getting some time to myself because everyone's been at me all day, or I'm going to watch a Netflix thing. And we might walk away from that going, I actually don't feel any better. And that's because we are doing passive things to try and get gratification.
Yeah.
We need to be doing things that take challenge and take effort. And I don't mean like they need to be excruciating and painful, but they need to be things that you enjoy, but you're actually consciously thinking of, and it's a little bit of a challenge. And those are the things that you're going to actually get a reward from.
Yeah.
Because Netflix and phone, you might get an instant dopamine hit, but there's no actual reward. And that reward is what makes us feel really good. So find something, a hobby that you really love, and it could be absolutely anything, and make time for it.
Mm-hmm.
Take back your mornings, take back your nights. If we stop being so passive, like going to work, coming home, eating dinner, washing up, watching TV, going to sleep, you will find that your mental health is so much better that, okay, I'm going to make a little bit more time in the morning and I'm going to read my book, or I'm going to go for a walk. And then in the evenings, I'm going to play a board game, or I'm going to paint by numbers, or whatever it might be. Doing things that just take that little bit more effort, finding a hobby and making time can change your life.
Yeah, absolutely. So, as I always do, therapy.
Every time Tiana says go to therapy, take a shot.
No, I think that this one needs no explaining. Go to therapy. Just go to therapy. But one thing that I will add on top of that, and something that I've learned through therapy, and I feel like a lot of people do learn when they actually start going to therapy, because look, going to therapy, a lot of it is trying to understand yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big part of it. And with that, it's understanding your values and what you value. So understanding your values and what you value are two separate things. And I mention this because I do think it does play into our mental well-being a lot,
100%.
because it helps us understand who we are a lot clearer. And I think that when we start to understand who we are a little bit better, we start to enjoy being with ourselves a little bit more. I've had conversations with people where they genuinely do not like spending time with themselves. And I do think it does come from a place of, it can come from multiple different places, but I think part of it is that they don't really understand themselves entirely. And
So it can be a bit daunting.
it can be really daunting, yeah, and they sort of need somebody else there to sort of,
It's a buffer.
yeah, it's a buffer, a
Yeah.
little bit of a filler.
Yeah. So just on that as well, they do say that, so when we talk about mental health and preserving it, it is really important to understand what you value, because when we talk about burnout, people think that burnout comes from overworking. And where burnout actually comes from is a disconnect in values.
Yeah.
So if you're not working alongside and doing things that are in line with your values, that's where your burnout comes from, and that's where these mental health issues can arise.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sort of, yeah, on the same token of what I was going to say, but you sort of summed it up really
Yeah,
nicely.
sorry.
No, like you summed it up really good. But I think if you're somebody that really struggles, it's sort of like when somebody asks you, like, what do you enjoy? And you get a blank mind and you're like, well, I actually really don't know myself. I think that's a really good indicator to start to go, okay, I need to actually kind of sit down with myself, have a really honest conversation, and really map out, start with what your values are. So like, for instance, values can look like you value, say for instance, you value in relationships, open communication. And then what you value may be, I really value spending time with my friends and family. So they are two separate things, but they sort of hold hands in some way.
Yeah.
But I feel like a really good way of if this is really daunting for some people, is doing it through therapy because you've got that other person to help guide you.
Yeah, but it's all about you.
But it's all about you.
Yeah.
It's from a non-biased point of view, and they are there purely to help you get to where you need to be.
Yeah, awesome. Love it. Go on Do Not Disturb 2 to 3 hours before bed. Changed my life.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I don't
Yeah.
know the science behind it. And I think like part of it is that you're not doom scrolling before bed, but it's not even that. It's actually no one can contact me 2 to 3 hours before bed.
Yeah.
And it's just like you close off and you become so much more present with what you're doing, whether that be alone or with a roommate or with your partner or with whoever you live with. It just allows you to become so much more present in what you're doing that you get a better night's sleep, you feel less stressed, you don't get that 2 to 3 a.m. wake up because your cortisol level is shot through the fucking roof. I just feel like going on Do Not Disturb is just allowed me to wind down so much better.
Yeah, and you're not having the notifications on your phone control like when you look at your phone.
Yeah.
You look at your phone because you want to look at something actively. It's
Yeah.
not that you're being sort of persuaded by your notifications to look at your phone even if you don't want to.
Exactly, because it is a knock-on effect. You hear that buzzer go off, you go to check the message,
Yeah.
and then you accidentally get into Instagram accidentally, and then 7 hours later you're still scrolling.
Yeah, that's so true. Okay, my next one is try to have a clear mantra. So Tash and I talked about this when we went on a road trip recently, and we were talking about if either of us had mantras that we use on a day-to-day basis. And I told her that mine is, it is what it is, which I feel like is a really common thing, but I do actively use it in my everyday
And
life.
once we spoke about it, we realised how many times both of us said it throughout the trip.
Yeah.
And what I...
You let me speak.
It's not having an older sister is like...
You go. I can see you.
You go. The littlest always gets what they want. What do you want to say?
Well, I would like to finish my point.
Okay, go.
What I was going to say is that is that Tash brought this up when I said that my mantra is it is what it is. It's not disregarding things that are in your control. So I'm not using it in the sense of there's something that's happened and I have all of these options to try to fix it, but I'm going, it is what it is.
Yeah.
That's not how I use it. The way that I use it is when it's something that happens and it's literally something that is completely outside of your control. You cannot fix it. It's like there's nothing
no point in dwelling on it because
there's
you
no
can't
point
change
in
it.
dwelling on it at all. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
And you just move on.
100%. And that's what I was going to say is it's not a cop-out.
Yeah.
It's not going, as you said, like I've got this problem. There's a clear solution, but I'm choosing to throw my hands up and it is what it is because that's very toxic. But to go, I can't change it. It's not in my circle of control.
Yeah.
Why would I dwell on this?
Yeah.
And I think it is a really good mantra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's okay to say no.
No.
It's okay. And this has been one of my biggest life lessons is I felt like saying no was letting people down. But what it was really doing was it was letting myself down.
Yeah.
It's okay to say no.
It is. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. It's okay. Just say it.
Say it.
No. Turn to a friend, not your vice.
Oh, that is such a good one.
Yeah. So guilty as charged.
Alcohol.
Yeah. I feel like we all have our own certain vices. So some can be really clear. Obviously, doing drugs, consuming alcohol, those can be really common vices. I think some of the more unseen vices can look like shopping. I think like shopping is a really big one when people tend to be very overwhelmed. They tend to spend more money because it makes them feel better, but it's very temporary. But turn to your friend instead. If something's going on, just it doesn't even need to be about what's going on. It could just be a conversation.
Yeah, that's such a good one.
Yeah.
So first point, find a friend.
Yeah, find a friend.
Find a friend.
Then phone a friend.
A clear home is a clear mind.
Yes.
Find a good routine.
Mm-hmm.
And I know, once again, coming back to values, some people might say they don't value a clean and tidy home. And in some respect, I will agree with you. And that's fine. You do you, boo. But studies show how connected, especially in women, how much a messy, cluttered home affects your mental health.
Mm-hmm.
It is extremely significant, the connection between the two. Clear your home, get good routines, your mind will be so much clearer.
So much clearer.
Yeah.
Love that one.
Clarity.
Follow the plan, not the mood.
Oh,
Especially for us introverts.
I love this saying so much.
So I
It's
heard,
Mel Robbins, isn't it?
I'm not too sure who it is. I mean, Mel Robbins is definitely something she would say.
Yeah.
But
Sorry, let's find out who it is and we'll link them in the show notes because it is actually somebody who said this.
yes, it is.
Yeah.
No, this is not my
It is
quote.
somebody that said it.
There is somebody else much wiser than I who had said this. But as soon as I heard it, it resonated with me deeply. And it's because I am naturally an introvert. So this, and I want to specify that this is very different from boundaries and always saying yes.
Yeah.
So if you make a plan with somebody, it needs to, you saying yes to that plan needs to come from a place of you genuinely want to do that thing. And then when it comes to the day of doing that thing, sometimes you get a little bit overwhelmed, you get that anxiety and you kind of go, oh, I don't really want to go out anymore. But you made that commitment in the first place, but from a place of not just saying yes because you feel that you need to say yes.
Yeah.
It comes from a place of, I said yes because at one point I actually wanted to do this thing. I'm just feeling like I don't want to because I'm a little bit overwhelmed with anxiety of going out or whatever it may be, but I'm going to stick with the plan because the chances are you're going to have a lot of fucking fun.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I used to use it all the time at work, just with my team in my old role. And it was, when you're having those off days, just follow the process, fuck your mood.
Yeah.
And things always tend to come out in the wash.
Yeah.
Because if you're following your mood, your emotions are ever changing.
Yeah.
Whereas that process is always going to be the same.
Exactly.
Yeah. Everything shower, hair mask,
Yeah.
face mask.
Yes.
Okay, what do you think is better? An everything shower or the shower after a big night out?
Ooh. I feel like the shower after a big night out, and only for the pure reason is that as much as I love the result of everything shower, it's a lot of work.
It's so much work.
It's so much work, and you sort of got to hype yourself up.
Yeah. And then it feels like the reward's gone because then you go out and you get dirty again. But that next day, you've come home from the clubs. Well, in our case, you come home at 10 o'clock from being out. You wore heels. You've got a full face of makeup. Your hair's just gross. And you get up the next morning and you have that shower and you cleanse your face and you wash your hair and you put on new pajamas and you're a little bit seedy and you sit on the couch with your coffee. Fuck, that's a good feeling.
It's a good feeling.
But outside of that, if you are feeling, I find that when my mental health is a little bit low, if I wash my hair, I feel a million times better.
You feel like a brand new woman.
Yeah. But if you're feeling down, shave your body, top, eyebrows, everything coming off. Wash your hair, put a hair mask in, put a face mask on, fucking sit down, light a candle. You will feel so much better.
So true. Yeah, that is very, very true. Or it could look like having a nice little bath.
Yes.
Have a bath.
See, I'm not really a bath girly.
I'm not a huge bath girly either.
But I get it.
Yeah.
I think it's because my bath's too small for me.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So it's
bigger
not
bath.
super
Get
bath.
bigger bath.
Get
Bubbles.
Yes.
Glass of wine.
Shut those lights off.
Candle.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Nice.
Talk dirty to me.
Love it.
All right. Next.
Get yourself ready for the day. Now, I know that this can feel very almost like that's what I'm looking for.
Trad wifey?
No.
It's okay to say no.
No, that's not what I'm going for. No, it can almost feel very superficial when somebody who is going through, especially if you are going through depression, or going through those waves of depression, to be like, just get yourself ready for the day. Like, obviously, it's not coming from a place of that. It's more so just coming from a place of it's sort of like what you're saying. You feel better once you get yourself ready.
Yeah.
And it can be
self-care to go,
Yeah.
I care about my appearance because I care about me.
Yeah, and it doesn't need to be a full beat
No.
your face makeup sort of situation. It's just about washing your face, brushing your teeth, getting into some clean but comfy clothes, and doing the bare minimum with your makeup.
Yeah.
Something as simple as that, brushing your hair, just making yourself feel a little bit more put together. I feel like it's also you're more likely to then get outside.
Yeah. Because
So-
you're not going to leave that house if you have still got your hair in a bun from 3 nights ago and your pajamas have spaghetti on them.
Yeah.
It's talking from a place of understanding.
So get yourself ready for the day.
100%. Do not settle. Do you remember one?
Felt like that was personal.
Do not settle. And it might be. Take it whatever way you want. But nothing breaks my heart more than listening to people's stories and they're just not where they want to be because they settled.
Yeah.
And don't settle. And obviously when I use that example, I'm talking about on a broader spectrum. I'm talking about people that have made life choices and they're just not happy. But I mean it from even just day-to-day things. Like, do not settle for the things that you can control that do not make you happy.
Yeah.
And it can be from a job to a partner to a friendship, or it could be to little things like, you know, I don't like the way that I'm feeling anymore. So I'm not going to settle for this and I'm going to change my habits and I'm going to change my routines. I don't like the way that, you know, my makeup's sitting because my skin is so bad. So I'm not going to settle for that. I'm going to change those things. So it can be those really little things, but just don't settle.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, I totally agree. Even just reaching out to, like, if it is something to do with like your skin, like go reach out to a dermatologist.
Yeah.
Like there's resources out there that can help you. It's just about trying to find the right fit for you.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get off your fucking phone. Seriously.
My next one is so close to this.
Oh, I got it. Even put an exclamation mark next to it, because if you are feeling like shit and you're scrolling on your phone, the chances are is that the phone is actually making you feel like shit,
100%.
especially with social media and just like scrolling through fucking TikTok or Instagram Reels or whatever it may be. It's not doing you any good, and you probably like, and I know like everyone gets something different from it, but especially if you're somebody that tends to compare themselves to other people, social media is not the place for you, babe. You need to get off your fucking phone.
Yeah, 100%. Or unfollow the people that make you feel like shit.
Stop consuming it. You can. That's the thing. We all have a free will. You can stop consuming stuff that makes you feel like shit.
Yeah, 100%. You can mute people in real life. It's called boundaries.
I love that.
Like, we do it, and just like, this is piggybacking off of what Tiana was just saying, is that if you are not happy with the content that you are consuming, the people that you're following, get rid of them. You don't need to follow these people.
No.
But it's the same in real life. You can mute these people. You just need to set boundaries.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Set those damn boundaries.
Set those damn boundaries.
Okay. Masturbate, don't procreate. So, obviously, we all know that getting yourself off is a massive de-stressor. But, this comes back to don't fall into your vices. So, this is, when I say just masturbate, like do it yourself. Like just do it yourself. And the reason why I say that is because especially if you're doing it from a point of view of like, I'm not feeling that great, I'm going to find like, you know, find an out. And that being flicking your fucking bean or whatever it may be. There's no nice way to say that. But it's about also not you, like bringing somebody else into the mix to try to get yourself off to make yourself feel better.
Yeah, because chances are, you know, you're feeling like shit, 2 a.m, booty call, comes over, you do your thing. Yes, you probably aren't even getting off because half these men don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And then you feel even shitter
about
the whole situation.
And you probably then made somebody else feel like shit because they've, you know, been used in some sense.
Yeah.
And they could be using you for the same reason, but at the end of the day, masturbate, don't procreate.
Yeah. And the thing is, we're not saying don't sleep around. You do you, boo.
No, and
live your best life.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
From the point of I don't feel good about myself.
Yeah.
If I sleep with somebody that's going to make me feel better.
Yeah.
Know what all you're looking for is an orgasm, and I can tell you right now, you're going to give yourself a way better one. Than a one night stand will.
Yeah.
Set goals.
Yes.
Like little goals, big goals, whatever they are, have something to look forward to, have something to work towards. Because once again, we talk about all this passive stuff and these, you know, like day-to-day routines. If you don't have anything to look forward to, that can be really underwhelming.
Yeah. And also just feels like you're floating on this earth and being like, what the fuck is my
Yeah, what's the
purpose?
meaning of life?
Yeah.
I'm literally day-to-day working my 9 to 5, coming home, I'm cleaning my fucking kitchen again.
Yeah.
But it's all for a reason if you've got those goals.
Yeah, exactly. It just gives your life a little bit more purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
My last one here is body doubling.
Oh.
Have you heard of it?
I think so.
Yeah. So they talk about it a lot with people who have ADHD. I don't have ADHD.
I think I do know what you're talking about.
But it's about when you need to do a really daunting task. And like obviously like daunting task in the sense of if you're feeling really overwhelmed by something, and daunting task being you need to clean house.
Yeah.
It means phoning a friend and literally just having them on FaceTime whilst you do the said task. Because it sort of takes you you're still doing the task, but it kind of takes you away from doing the task because you've got like somebody there that you sort of, and they're usually also doing a task as well. So you sort of, it's almost like parallel playing in a way, but for adults and doing things that you need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so much better with a friend sometimes. Like flicking a bean, do it on your own.
Yeah.
Cleaning the house,
Yeah.
do it with a friend.
Do it with a friend.
Yeah, 100%. I've got 2 more. So one is sleep. It comes back to the do not disturb thing. If you can get a really good routine in sleeping, you will, and a good quality sleep.
Yeah.
And that comes from lots of other things. So there's so many different things that you can do to make your sleep as best as possible. But getting a good night's sleep will change your life. But compliment yourself and others. Like some people really don't like getting compliments themselves and they can feel a little bit awkward. But how good do you feel after you've given someone a compliment and you just see their face light up and you can just tell that you have made their morning or their night or whatever it might be, and compliment yourself. Like even if you can find one thing that you really like oh, my eyelashes look really nice today, or I really like the way that this top sits on me, or you know, I did a really good job at not embarrassing myself at the baristas today.
Yeah.
Like, just compliment yourself and compliment others because you will feel so much better for it.
Yeah, love that.
Love it. So instead of doing a Reddit post today, instead I went on to Reddit and I looked up what is the single most effective piece of mental health advice you've ever received, and I picked my top ones.
Love it.
Leave work at work.
Yes.
Worry is a misuse of your imagination.
I love
How
that.
good is that? If you can imagine anything in your life, why would it be bad scenarios?
Exactly, because we are so good at using our imagination when we catastrophize scenarios.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Sometimes it hurts far less to walk away than it does to stay.
Yes.
And this comes back to do not settle. It might be hard in the moment, but it's going to be so much better in the long term. Sometimes you need to cut people out of your life that are toxic. This could include family members.
Yes.
Get off the apps. Oh, put them down. Put Instagram away. Get rid of TikTok. I have a question.
Like that baby was covered in peanut butter. Does it feel good?
I have no idea what you're doing.
That makes it even funnier.
Since Twitter became X, what do they call a tweet now? Do they still call it a tweet, or is it called something else?
I have no idea.
Okay, we'll find out.
I've never used Twitter, and I've
Neither
never
have I,
used
but I was thinking about it this morning. These are the way this is how I use my imagination. You are not responsible for what other people are doing. Oh, sorry. Let me start again. You're not responsible for what other people in your life are doing.
Yes.
Comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah, I love that one.
100% is. Let people look after you. How hard is it sometimes to let people care for you?
Yeah.
And I have a girlfriend who really struggles to accept help. And I remember saying to her one time, do you love helping other people? And she's like, yeah, it makes me feel so good. And I'm like, then why would you take that away from others?
Yeah.
Let them help you.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can't heal if you go back to what broke you.
Yes, in the same token as that, there's a quote that says, You can't. Hold on, let me think about it.
Buffering.
Wait. Just really actually want to think about this quote. Oh, you can't heal in the same environment that made you sick.
100%. So true. Unfollow them. Delete them. Get rid of them.
Yeah.
Don't take criticism from someone you wouldn't take advice from.
Oh,
How fucking good is that?
That's great.
If you don't want their life,
yeah,
don't take their fucking criticism.
Mm-hmm.
A pay cut is worth your mental health.
Yeah.
I preach. I can justify. It won't matter in 5 years. Sorry, if it won't matter in 5 years, don't worry about it for more than 5 minutes.
Love it. These are all great. Those are all really, really good pieces of advice.
I hope that gave everyone a little bit more, some more tools in their tool belt.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what it is. It's just like these are just little things that help us every day, and I'm sure that it's gonna help somebody else.
Yeah.
And I think even just hearing that these are just the things that everyone
Everyone goes through.
Yeah,
We all have mental health.
and it's
which
okay
means-
to talk about it.
Okay, well, now you cutting me off.
My point was so much.
So that is it for today's episode.
Good
Hold
one.
on, I gotta end it the way I started it. So that's it for today's episode.
I felt like that was a really good one. But we will see you same place, same time. More yaps.
Stay comfy, darlings.